Hey guys and gals, welcome to the Rolling Grill. See what we got in front of us. Trout. About to do a beautiful smoked trout. Skin on. Gotta keep the skin on, baby. Gotta maintain all that moisture and all that fat. So y'all stay tuned, man. We got smoked trout on the Rolling Grill. Yeah, boy. Okay, this is the cure that we're going to use for the smoked trout. It's equal parts pure cane sugar, as well as my party dust seasoning, and also some Jamaican jerk seasoning that I really like. And this is the combination that we're going to use to cure this trout. All right, make sure your trout is dry. And this is our cure that we're going to use for it right here. And we're just going to sprinkle it right on top. We're going to try to, you got to cover all of the fish. All of the fish, every angle, every piece, every piece of flesh of this fish has to be covered. And remember, the skin is still on, so we're not worried about the skin. But every inch of this this trout needs to be covered from front to back. You have to work it in there a little bit just to make sure you cover up all any spots. And what this is going to do is this is going to draw out the moisture. It's going to draw out a lot of moisture in that fish. It's going to kind of intensify the fish. So it will kind of be probably a little bit fishier than, maybe what you're used to. But again, this beats going to the store buying that smoked trout that you get in the store that a lot of times is either over smoked, overcooked, or just doesn't have the flavor that you're looking for. This way you get to experiment with flavors and make it your own. And so this is it. We're going to let this sit in the refrigerator. I'm going to go overnight with it and we'll pull it out in the morning and see what we got. But during the process, I'll give you guys a look as to what it looks like. All right, just a quick heads up. This is 3 hours in right here. You can see it's starting to draw out some of the moisture out of the fish. This is trout. A trout fillet, skin on. Very important to keep the skin on. And that's what it looks like so far. So I'm gonna let it go for probably about, I'm thinking maybe 6 to 8 hours. Then we'll make the magic happen by putting that thing in some smoke. So y'all stay tuned. All right, let the fish go overnight. And as you can see, the brine has drawn out a lot of moisture out of the fish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse off all of this brine off of this fish, pat it dry, and let it sit in the refrigerator for a few more hours and tack up a little bit. And then we'll start the smoking process. All right, it's very important that you pat this fish dry. You want to dry it off. After you rinse it off, you want to just dry it off as best you can. And then after that, you sit in the refrigerator for a few hours. And what'll happen is it'll kind of get a little sticky, build like a little film on top of the fish. And that's what you need because that's what's going to help the smoke adhere to the fish even more. And so we're just going to stick it in the fridge and that's it. All right, y'all, we're getting the smoker ready to smoke this trout out. I got about 12, 13 briquettes in there, just a very small amount. Again, we're not trying to cook this trout fast. We're just really trying to add as much smoke flavor as we can to it during the process. So this is a very small charcoal chimney. Got that ready to go, and we're gonna be using the beautiful strawberry guava with chips, baby, on this trout. As you can see right here, I've got my tube filled with wood chips. And we're ready to go. You can see how much taller it is than the charcoal chimney. So, all right, our charcoals are ready. We're just gonna dump them sporadically about. Get that out of the way. And then we're just gonna drop our little smoke tube with our wood chips right there. I guarantee you the temp probably won't go over 200 degrees. All right, our trout is on. We're just gonna let it smoke. Our temp is probably no more than, about 175, not even 200. We're just gonna let it smoke. We're gonna let it sit there probably about 35, 40 minutes. And then we'll take it from there. A lot of smoke coming off that strawberry guava wood chips. But so far, so good. All right, we're about an hour in. That's what we're looking at right there. Pretty color. You can see it's got that nice little sheen that you see most smoked fish with. This is trout. Oh yeah, that feels perfect. That, my friend, is ready to go. You can tell because it's just trying to start exuding a little bit of the fat that's inside. And I've been cooking this on a very low heat, maybe like 200 degrees. And that smoke flavor is intense. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this thing off and we're gonna let it rest and let it cool. We're gonna make some dips with it and do a few other things with it. All right, y'all, like I said, it's just gonna be a super simple smoked salmon dip. Great for parties or, you know, just snacking on, man. And that's just one great way to use this smoked salmon. And like I say, man, if you could smell it, the smell is intense. So I would always say, if you're gonna smoke some salmon the way we did this salmon, definitely let it sit in the refrigerator overnight, cover it up, of course. Just to me, the smoke flavor is just more intense, and to me, it helps to the finished product. So let's get to it. First things first, you gotta have some softened cream cheese. It's just a softened cream cheese, no particular brand. Use whatever you like. I'm just simply smashing it up. It's already soft. It gotta be soft though. If it's not soft, you're gonna run into some problems. And to stretch this dip, and actually, you know what? Let me get a bigger bowl. I'm gonna get a bigger bowl. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, I got a bigger bowl. Let me go ahead and transfer this cream cheese into this bowl. Just make it a little bit easier on ourselves. All right. Like I said, you wanna make sure it's softened. You can achieve that by leaving it out about an hour. And then I'm gonna take some sour cream. That's probably about a little bit over a tablespoon and a half. I use the sour cream just as a way to stretch the cream cheese to help it smooth out a little bit more and to stretch the dip. So that's probably about 2 tablespoons, maybe a little bit more. Also gonna add some ranch seasoning. And this has that little bit of twang that you like. That's probably about maybe like 2 tablespoons. All right, and I'm also, of course, you gotta have some chopped chives. So you can do fresh. I don't have fresh, I have dried. It's gonna give me just what I'm looking for. And I'm gonna add a lot of these, that may be about 2.5 tablespoons. All right, so I'm going to incorporate all of this. Best thing to do is to use the back of the spoon, work it all in there. Again, that sour cream is gonna help the cream cheese smooth out. You just want to smooth the cream cheese out a little bit. You don't want any lumps. And that's what sour cream is going to help it do. It's going to help it smooth it out for you. So I'm going to go ahead and work this in there. And you could, of course, I could of course already have done this. I could have done this like yesterday and then just incorporated the two. This could have been done while this was smoking, to save yourself some time and some headache, especially if you're planning for a party. And that's pretty much it. There's no lumps. The sour cream, the chives, the ranch seasoning has worked in there real nice. And that's it for right now. Now, our smoked salmon. To me, up top is where all of the good fat lies. If you notice, you can see, I don't know if you saw the video when it first started, there was a beautiful piece of smoked trout fat. Beautiful piece of fat right there on the smoked trout, on the trout. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, see if you can see it. I'm gonna pull that skin back and you see all that good fat that was sitting up under there. That's the piece I wanna use for my smoked salmon, as well as this little piece over here. Kind of like the belly pieces, where a lot of fat is located. You know that's gonna be juicy. And look how super juicy that is. Look at that. That's super juicy, man. And you just wanna crumble it up. You can crumble it up. This is a dip, so it don't have to be any particular size. You're gonna work it in there anyway. But man, you talking about a fantastic dip. You talking about a supersonic, this right here, that smoked salmon just does something to this cream cheese to make it beautiful. So hold on, before I mix it all together, let me wash my hands. I'll be right back. And so all we're gonna do is just gently work this sour cream, cream cheese, and smoked salmon in there together. Like man, this is like, you talking about some good eating right here. Don't be afraid to break it up some more. And you know my rule of thumb, the longer it sits, the better it gets. So if this is for a party that you're doing today, you should have done it the day before. And that's it. That's it right there. That is it. Let's get all of that off of there. That is ready to go. Take your little towel. If you're gonna serve it in this bowl, clean off your edges. And you, my friend, are ready to go. If you're not gonna serve it in this bowl, then of course, skip this step altogether. Take your little bit of dried chives to finish it all off. Bam, y'all. Look at that. Smoked salmon dip, man. Easy, simple way to use this beautiful smoked salmon. The rest of it, like I say, some lox and bagels. Man, if you just want to eat it just like it is, it's good just like that. Like, there's so many different purposes for that smoked trout, not smoked salmon. I keep saying smoked salmon. It's not smoked salmon, it's smoked trout. Steelhead trout. So that's it, y'all. I guess we'll take a little bite, see how it tastes. Again, we got our smoked trout right here. We got our dip right here. We got a few crackers right here. Find you a good cracker, good knife. Beautiful, man. Beautiful, easy, simple. No need to go buy some smoked trout or smoked salmon from the store. You can do that stuff yourself, man. It's super easy, so. Oh my God. Delicious. The smokiness is really good. Like I say, the longer this sits though, the more intense the flavors are gonna get. Everything's gonna start working together. And man, that ranch seasoning is a must. It just takes it to a whole nother level. So again, man, I wanna thank y'all for watching me. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please share the video. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber already. And as always, man, good food, good vibes. This is Eric from the Rolling Grill. Catch y'all next one. Yeah, boy.